Um, okay, guys. So I start answering your questions. Okay. For the last time, I repeat that I'm not supposed to conduct any class at this time. So the only reason that we are here now is because some of you text me that you were very worried about the assignment. So this is just to help those students. So about the assignment, what I want to share with you is because of the MCO, we could not start the new semester in March, and we postponed everything for I think 2 weeks. So now there is an inconsistency between your MI and what I have posted on Times. So just to clarify, when is the deadline? Many of you asked me when is the deadline for the assignment and for the midterm. Based on what I have, and the midterm will be in week 6. So this means that the midterm will be conducted on 19th of May. So you will have a midterm, I'm talking about introduction to finance. So you will have a midterm test on 19th during the lecture. So the exam will be an online exam, and it will be conducted in week 6. Then in week 8 means it, I think week 8, okay, it will be 2nd of June. On 2nd of June is the deadline for your Introduction to Finance individual assignment. Again, the reason that the information posted in the booklet of the assignment is not consistent with what you have in your MI is because of the MCO. Suddenly it happened. We had prepared the assignments. I had posted everything on times, and suddenly MCO happened, and we could not start the new semester on time in March. So what we did is we postponed everything for 2 weeks. So those who already started working on the assignment, very good. You have more time to complete your assignment. Maybe you can improve your work. And those who have not started, this is a good news for you because the deadline for the Introduction to Finance assignment will be in week 8, means on 2nd of June. But next week on 19th, you will have a midterm test for Introduction to Finance. Now, how to how to how Hai Cheongjing. Okay, how to answer the questions for the assignment? First, if you have any specific question, for example, I received so many messages about especially in Insta, about the formulas, or you couldn't find a figure in balance sheet. I cannot answer these type of questions. I really like to answer the questions, but unfortunately, because I have more than 400 students this semester, it's impossible to answer each of the questions uh, of all the students. So each of you have a tutor and you need to talk to your tutor. So for those detailed questions, specific questions, you need to talk to your tutor. How to choose the company, which company to choose, or get approval for doing certain things in your assignment. You need to get approval from your tutor. If you have any question about how to do or what to do, again, your tutor is the person in charge. But what I want to share with you is how to how to do this assignment briefly. What I expect you is, of course, you need to use the financial ratios. First of all, we will use the question that we will use is the one that has been posted on Times. So uh, it's about okay. You need to choose a company. Oh, sorry, here. Okay, you need to choose a company, and the company should be selected from New York Stock Exchange. So it's not about Bursa Malaysia. This is number one. Then, how to do the analysis? You need to use some of those ratios. Then, the first step is to compute the ratios based on the information you download from the companies, maybe, and company's website, the annual reports, or maybe any other source that you have. So what you need is to compute the financial ratios, and then this is number one. So you need to report financial ratios. Number two is you need to indicate whether you need to show a trend. For example, maybe something has increased or decreased. So if you see any trend, you need to report it's good or bad. It means you should clearly show that whether in a higher value is better or lower is better, right? And then third, what does it mean? Means and how you explain it means, okay, now suppose that ROA, which is one of those performance measures, has increased. Now, first of all, what does it mean? This means the company is doing good, doing well, and the performance has improved. Then you need to interpret, you need to explain, okay, it has improved. What's the reason? Right? You need to go through the maybe news or maybe annual report, any information that you can find about the company, and explain if something has improved, what's the reason? If something has maybe the company is not doing well, so what is the reason behind it? For this is very important. So the justification, explanation, why, for example, something has changed, right? So you need to explain. So these are the things I expect you. Now you have a limited number of words, means 1,500. So how to report everything? So put those detailed calculations in the appendix. So maybe you can prepare a table, just provide the table in the body of the text and show me just those financial ratios over years. It's so just the figure, just the final answer, when you do the calculation, just the financial ratio, the amount just reported in the table in the body of the text. The rest you can report in the appendix, right? Then it's good if you provide figures. It means show a graph, use a graph, show the trend. Okay, it's in the ROE is increasing or is decreasing, so plot it, right? And then you need to interpret. So this is what I expect you. So again, I repeat, first you need to compute the financial ratios. Second, what you need is show me that, explain that whether it's increasing or decreasing, and whether higher is better or lower is better. And then you need to, the last part is you need to interpret, you need to explain that why this happened, right? And one more thing is that some of you asked me a question, I forgot. For Turnitin, when you upload your assignment into Turnitin, make sure you upload everything from the cover page till the last page in the appendix references everything. Some of you exclude some parts. For example, some of you exclude the cover page, some of you exclude the references, some of you exclude the appendix. You are not allowed to exclude anything. So whatever you this why? Because there is no hard copy submission. So you need to upload everything on times, right? Don't worry about the similarity index. I understand that maybe there will be similarity between your references and other sources. Of course, we will exclude them later, right? So you upload everything on times in one file. So one file, Word file, Microsoft Word file. It must be Microsoft Word file. Upload it on Turnitin, and that's all. So including cover page, everything. And now, if you have any question, you can ask me here. If you have any question, please, I give you a few minutes to ask me your question. Again, I'm not supposed to conduct any session at this time. This is just because some of you text me, you panic, you were very worried. Tomorrow we will discuss again. Some of you were worried about the assignment and you text me, and I just thought maybe I can help you with this online session, this live session. So if now you have any question, please write in the chat box, or maybe you can write in Insta, IG. So for those who were late, who joined a bit late, just let me clarify. The deadline for the assignment is week 8. Means the deadline for the assignment is 2nd of June, but the midterm exam is on 19th of May. Again, the reason is because we started this semester 2 weeks later, but those files for the assignment, everything had been uploaded in March because we didn't know there will be an MCO, right? Suddenly they announced it and everything changed, right? So some of the information, for example, for MI, I cannot make any changes in the MI. It's locked. Right? I try to change it. It's locked. I cannot change it. So I will post it on Times as well. So be careful. For those who, again, for those who are still working on the assignment, it's very good news because you still have time. So some of you asked me which topics will come in the midterm test. All topics that we have discussed in tutorial classes will be in the midterm test, except financial ratios. So there won't be any question from financial ratios in the midterm test. So all tutorial topics except financial ratios, because financial ratios we already discussed. We already assessed you in the midterm, sorry, in the assignment. And one more thing, there is one part in your assignment which is 15 marks, carries 15 marks, which is about independent learning, right? So you need to write, it's a reflection, right? You need to write about yourself, how you are. I forgot the question actually. You need to, for the second part of the assignment, for the last part of the question, of the assignment, I asked you to write a reflective writing on your own work, explaining how you demonstrate self-directed learning while working on this assignment. So you need to show me how you independently are learning. So it's about your independent learning. What's your strategy? What you are doing? You should provide examples. Uh, you should demonstrate. You should demonstrate that how independently you are learning finance when you are doing this assignment, and what you have learned, right? And how you can apply it in different aspects of your life. So you can discuss all these things related to your life, right? The part related to reflective writing. So to see how we will mark, have a look at the marking scheme that have been posted. So again, the deadline for the submission date of the assignment is wrong in the assignment. Please be careful. We still have time. So any questions, guy? Any question? Amir Iskandar. No, it's not compulsory to plot the graph, but why not? It's very easy, right? So if you don't know how to do it, just Google. And it's very good if you provide a graph because it shows the trend, right? Then you see the trend clearly and you can compare. So it's good to provide, but up to you. No, it's not. Actually, nothing is compulsory. Even submitting this assignment is not compulsory. But if you don't submit, you will get 0. But for Amir Iskandar, it's okay. Honestly, it's not. There is no penalty for not providing a graph. But of course, it will improve your work, right? And any question, guys? Any question? If there is no, the one. Chini. Chini, are you in my Insta? Thank you very much, Chini, if I'm not mistaken. Chini. Okay, another question. Any tips for companies recommendations part? How many words do you expect? It's not a number of words for the recommendation based on what you see, based on the results of the financial ratio analysis. I expect you to provide recommendation, right? So I don't know, it depends, right? For example, if a company is not doing well, what they can do, right, to improve. So this is the part that actually I tell you the easiest part is just to do the calculation. So the more difficult part is to interpret the results, why this happened in the company. For example, maybe I'm just giving you an example for COVID-19, right? Suppose that it's a travel agency, so what, or maybe a hotel, right? It's a hotel, Hilton, right? So what happened? Because of COVID-19, of course, the sales drop, right? Many hotels went into bankruptcy. So very easy to explain. So for my next semester students, if I give them the same question and they choose travel agencies or maybe hotels, so of course they can answer this question is they can interpret why their return on investment or those performance measures dropped. So you need to know, for example, maybe oil price impacted something, maybe the company implemented something, maybe the strategy of the company for inventory management, whatever, is not good, efficient. So you need to discuss these things. uh, any question, guys? Any question? So don't exceed 1,500 words. This is very important, right? Don't exceed 1,500 words. And my suggestion is insert everything. Insert detailed calculations in the appendix, right? And what else? Reference. What do you mean, Shaun? What do you mean by reference? Okay, and for the format, please follow carefully the format style, right? For example, if I ask you to, um, let's say, use Times New Roman font size 12, it must be 12. If I ask you to, I don't know if there's a margins or for the reference, if it's Harvard, just follow Harvard. Okay, something that I noticed again for those who are late, please, if you have any specific question about your assignment, ask your tutor, right? I'm not able to answer your question. I really love to answer your questions, but I'm not able to do it. The reason is because I have so many students. It's impossible. Some of you even took a picture of your assignment, sent to me, asked me to check. It's impossible, right? And what else? Any question, guys? Any question, please ask me. If you have any question about the intro to finance assignment, let me know. Any question, guys? Okay. So again, the deadline is not on 19th. For the assignment is in week 8. The deadline is in week 8 on 2nd of June. And the midterm test is on 19th. The midterm test is on 19th May. So assignment is on 2nd June, midterm test on 19th May. Any question? How many words should I write in part D? Okay, I understand your concern, Jay, but I really don't know how to answer it. Up to you. Yeah, up to you. Sometimes you even don't write 1,500 words, but it's very uh, good answers, very good explanation, right? So you will get full marks. Sometimes you write 10,000 words and even you cannot pass. So I cannot say how many words for each part. It depends. Yeah, I don't know how to answer this question. I don't know. I really don't know. It depends how you write. Guys, so if you don't have any questions, so some of you text me that you are worried and you cannot sleep without knowing the answer to some of these questions. So I thought maybe a live session would help you. So don't expect me to conduct any session at 11 p.m. This is this should be the last one. And if you don't have any question, okay, sir, there is just 15% for self-directed learning. Is that for party? Okay, let me check. Oh, for part D, yes, 15% is for part D, right? It's 15% is for part D, correct. So I'm answering Wong question, right? Chian Wong. Yeah, 15% is for self-directed learning. Yeah, part D. Take it seriously, right? Don't just write something simple. I mean, think about it and as and yeah, okay, you're welcome. Yeah, and try to write a good piece of work for part D. It's 15% of your final, your total mark for this course, for this subject. Okay, guys, any question, anything? If there is no question, so I will end this session. If there is no more question, I will end this session. And then I will see you tomorrow during the lecture. For tomorrow, I have a few surprises. I prepared a few interesting videos on the topic and other things as well. So tomorrow, don't be late, and hope it's clear about the deadline and how to do the assignment. And again, if you have any question, please ask your tutor. Anything, guys? If there's no question, I will end this session in 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8. How many questions does the midterm have? Um, Honestly, I have not prepared the exam, I mean, the midterm. I've not prepared the midterm exam questions yet, so I'm not able to answer this question yet. I'm answering live question. Okay, it seems there is no more question. So this session was about your assignment. Hope now it's clear to you everything. I will post the link to this session on Times as well. Thank you very much and good night. La, 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 la,